Hi, my name's Riley, and I'm a FFAR fellow at Washington State University. Imagine you're a carrot grower and you've signed a contract with Walmart to grow carrots that look like these. But when harvest time rolls around, your carrots, they look like these. There's no way they're going to buy these from you since consumers want uniform produce, not oddities or misfits. So now you'll be stuck with truckloads of carrots that you'll struggle to sell, and you definitely won't go back to the same seed supplier the next year. That's why genetic purity of the seed is so important. In order for the seed to be valuable, it needs to be predictable. There are many ways that this purity can be reduced, but one of the major routes is to transfer pollen between fields by pollinators like honeybees. This can lead to unwanted hybrids, making the resulting seed less predictable and therefore less valuable. Now let's look at how exactly that transfer can take place. Let's say this field in green is your carrot seed field. It's just started to bloom and the beekeepers place their hives on the field for pollination. In an ideal world, the bees would only visit the flowers within your field, essentially eliminating the risk of pollen movement between fields. Unfortunately, we don't live in an ideal world, and bees actually tend to fly 2 to 3 miles in search of food in order to achieve a more diverse diet. To accommodate this, the vegetable seed growers in the Columbia Basin already work together each year to plan who will grow what and where while maintaining at least 2 miles between fields of different varieties of the same crop. So, problem solved, right? Unfortunately, not. You see, while bees may only fly 2 to 3 miles under good conditions, these fields are not good conditions. They generally only produce a small amount of a single kind of pollen. Under poorer conditions like these, bees can actually fly 6.5 miles in search of food, far exceeding those isolation distances. This is roughly the equivalent of a person in Washington walking to and from Las Vegas for groceries. This creates significant potential for pollen transfer between fields, reducing the uniformity of the resulting vegetables, the exact opposite of what most consumers want. Luckily, bees only do this when they have to. If we can better meet their nutritional needs, we can remove that need. To do this, we're testing the use of interplanting of bee-friendly plants like mustard, as well as the use of supplemental feeding of sugar syrup and pollen substitutes. Now, you may be thinking the hardest part of this experiment would be dealing with over 2 million stinging insects, and you'd be partially correct. The stinging isn't so much a problem, you get used to that. But these insects are very small, and as you can see, are spread over a very large area. So how do we tell where the bees are going? Well, we ask them, of course. Despite having brains the size of a sesame seed, bees are remarkably intelligent. They're able to communicate the location of food sources to each other through a language of dancing called a waggle dance. The duration of the middle of this figure 8 tells the bees the distance to the food, and the angle tells them the direction based on the angle of the sun. These dances normally take place in the dark on the combs in the hive, but by moving the bees into glass-sided hives in front of cameras, we can record these dances and later translate them. By eavesdropping on these conversations, we can identify where the bees are going and how far they are flying from the field. Through this research, we hope to identify the best method of meeting the bees' nutritional needs, keeping them happier and healthier so that the next time you go grocery shopping, the vegetables are all exactly what you expect. Thank you.